Welcome to Eve Vorley.
Take me back to the 80s, golden girls playing on the TV, mixtapes and VHS. Oh, oh, oh. Take me back to the 80s, Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters and the Goonies, mixtapes and VHS.
Oh, good evening. I didn't see you there. I was just enjoying a good book. VHS, Ate My Brain 2, The Revenge. Highly recommended, not just because I appear in it, but because it is a lovely read and very much nostalgic for me, being from the VHS age, and I imagine many of you will be too when you read it. It's available on eBay and from Andrew Hawnt himself. He's kind enough to send me a signed copy. So I shall treasure that for a long time to come. So this book is a sequel, as you may have noticed, and this is the first book. Also available from eBay and Andrew Hawnt. So now I'm going to read you a small passage while we look at some video store footage. And now a passage from the good book. VHS Ate My Brain 2, The Revenge by Andrew Hawnt. Chapter 1. Welcome back to the video shop. You see the sign in the distance. The trusty logo looking a bit rough around the edges these days, but still, the excitement builds as soon as you see it. You arrive at the door and it feels familiar and reassuring as you open it. And the bottom hinge squeaks at a pitch you've heard 1,000 times, maybe more. You walk inside and immediately you're in your happy place. A trailer tape plays in a loop at the counter at the other end of the store. You've arrived just as the trailer for an action movie ends, with two guys running away from an explosion. Under that, you can hear the low but atmospheric sounds of film soundtrack songs playing over the store stereo, speakers hidden behind bright standees of the upcoming releases and faded standees of old favourites. To your right is the largest area of the store, where the latest releases are lined up, loud and proud, on the custom video shop wall shelves. Perfectly spaced out with the tapes at a slight angle so everything is visible as soon as you walk in. To your left is the slightly less recent releases section, a little room of its own, where titles that have been moved out of the new releases shelves to a new home, and sporting new, slightly lower prices on their rental stickers. You nod a greeting to the lady behind the counter, and she returns it cheerfully. You're well known in the shop. She probably already knows what you'll rent. She's adding more rolled up posters to the box in the corner where they sell the old promos for small change. Sometimes they put your name on the back of the posters you ask about, so you can buy them the next time you're in. They're cool like that there. The racks of snacks and drinks are looking well stocked too. The shop is ready for a busy weekend of renting tapes and selling savoury and sweet sustenance along with the beverage of your choice. In the corner, by the front end of the new release racks, there are two wire bins filled with tapes that have reached the end of their rental life. The shop is selling those at £2 a pop, and you'll know you'll have a look before you leave. You go and browse the new releases first. Then it'll be the smaller room before your favourite section upstairs. Save the best for last. You look through the big name releases with big stars in their covers and review straplines from tabloid newspapers rich in hyperbole. Beneath the big releases are the latest straight-to-video offerings. And that's where your heart lies. Low-budget horror movies, low-brow science fiction sequels, and allegedly high-octane martial arts action flicks are on offer. You take a look at the covers, the blurbs on the back cover, the companies that put them out, the cast, and even the running time. 85 to 90 minutes is your personal sweet spot, as it's easy to fit in two films that lend into one night's viewing. The new releases are overnight rental only, so you'll need to come back the next day. You don't really mind doing that, as it's an excuse to carry out the ritual of the 3 rooms all over again if the mood takes you. So there we go, dear listener. Just a small sample of this book. The link is in the description if you want to find out more about it. Thanks for watching, and here endeth the lesson.
superstar, baby. Saturday night, get in line, oh. Playing tapes on my hi-fi. There were no issues with the Wi-Fi. MTV playing the hits with all the kids dancing around, living life. Back to the future, baby. Wrong way, maybe. Back to the 80s. Neon everywhere in front of me. Music all around. Synthesizers, electric beats. Sure.